Dear all, in this video we discuss the basic concept of digital modulation. So when it is required to transmit digital data over a bandpass channel, it is necessary to modulate the incoming data onto a carrier wave with frequency limits imposed by the channel. So basically when you consider a channel, it could be a telephone line, it could be a telephone channel, it could be a microwave link, it could be a satellite channel, or it could be an optical fiber channel. So in any event, the modulation process involves switching or keying amplitude. It can be the different characteristics of the wave like amplitude, frequency, or phase of the carrier in accordance with the incoming data. So basically there are three types of modulation techniques. They are known as ASK, that is amplitude shift keying, FSK, which you call FSK, frequency shift keying, and PSK, that is phase shift keying, which may be viewed as a special case of amplitude modulation, frequency modulation, and phase modulation. So basically, what do you mean by modulation? So modulation is basically the process by which some characteristics of a carrier is varied in accordance with a modulating wave. So when you consider digital communication, the modulating wave will consist of binary data or an M-array encoded version of it. So usually the carrier which is considered will be usually sinusoidal wave. So with a sinusoidal carrier, the feature that is used by the modulator to distinguish one signal from the another is basically either the amplitude or the phase or the frequency of the carrier. So the result of this modulation process is what we call it as ASK, FSK, and PSK. Basically ASK stands for amplitude shift keying, FSK stands for frequency shift keying, and PSK stands for phase shift keying. So as you can see here from the diagram, so in amplitude shift keying, amplitude of the carrier wave is varied with in accordance with a modulating wave. So if 0 is transmitted, there will be no signal, and when a 1 is transmitted, you will have a signal. So basically for 0, the signal is 0, and for a 1, you have a sinusoidal signal. Again it is a 1, so again a sinusoidal signal. 0, again there is no wave, and again for 1 a wave will be transmitted. In case of FSK, that is frequency shift keying, characteristics of the carrier is varied in accordance with the frequency of the modulating signal. So here when you consider frequency, so basically this is the frequency. So that means that for 0, if one frequency will be transmitted, and for 1 another frequency will be transmitted, and again for 0 a different frequency, that is this same frequency will be transmitted here. For 1 a different frequency will be transmitted. So basically here amplitude will not vary or phase will not vary, only the frequency of the signal will vary for FSK. Next is phase shift keying. So phase shift keying, basically the phase of the signal will be varying. So depending upon 0 means, so here you have 0, so this will be the signal. So when you come across 1, the phase of the signal will vary. Again again it is a 1, no phase shift. Now again when it is 0, again the phase of the signal will vary. So it will basically undergo a 0 degree or 180 degree phase shift. So FSK and PSK are much more widely used than ASK. And there is something known as M-array signaling. So basically when you consider M-array signaling, the total number of modulator produces one available set, that is M will be equal to 2 raised to M distinct symbols in response to M bits of source data at a time. So instead of transmitting 1 bit or 2 bit at a time, you are trying to transmit M bits at a time. So that is known as M-array signaling. So binary modulation is a special case of M-array modulation where M is equivalent to 2. So once you have transmitted the signal, now you have to receive at the receiver. So at the receiver you have to perform demodulation. So there are two types of demodulation, that is coherent detection and non-coherent detection. So coherent detection means exact replica of the signal, exact replicas of the possible arriving signals are available at the receiver, but in case of non-coherent you don't have the knowledge of the signal what has been transmitted at the receiver. So basically when you say exact replica of the possible signal, this means that this receiver has exact knowledge of the carrier waves phase references, as the exact knowledge of carrier waves phase reference. So we can say that the receiver is phase locked to the transmitter. So basically coherent detection is performed by cross-correlating the received signal with each one of the replicas and then making a decision based on comparisons with pre-selected thresholds. So that is the basic technique that is used in coherent detection. But in non-coherent detection, no knowledge of the at the receiver, you don't have the knowledge of the phase of the signal. So here the complexity of the receiver will be reduced, but at the expense of an inferior error detection, error performance. So there are chances of error compared to coherent system. So these are the different types of modulation techniques that are available. So final choice is made by the designer, who decides what is the primary available communication resources, what is the transmitted power, what is the channel bandwidth available.